Hi, and welcome to my office. I wanted to, in addition to talking about my scholarship and teaching, to introduce you to some identity objects that I have in my office and what they mean to me, because I think that they very much kind of inform my scholarship as well as my teaching and who I am as a person. So I'm going to move the camera to show you a few things. All right, I'm going to start with this rather large painting here. All right. So this is actually a batik. So it's made on cloth from Indonesia. And I got this as a going away present from my colleagues in Indonesia. It depicts Mount Merapi, which is currently erupting at this moment in 2021. And I had a view of this from my office in Indonesia. And so every time I move to a new office, I have to put Mount Merapi into the office because it very much reminds me of the wonderful years that I spent in Indonesia and working with my Indonesian colleagues on writing. Okay. Next, we'll move over and we will look at this little medley. All right, so we'll start kind of with this big one in the middle. This was the very first shuji, or Japanese calligraphy, that my Japanese calligraphy teacher allowed me to take home. The rest she ripped up because I wasn't very good at it. And it's a very, very meticulous type of writing. You can only use one stroke, and you have to use the appropriate stroke order in order to create each of these Japanese characters. So one, 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 one. So this actually says Amaxa, which is heaven's grass. And this is where I lived and worked for 2 years in Japan at an all boys technical high school. And so I thought this is symbolic. I always bring it with me because this was my first experience after being, I guess I was a TA as an undergraduate, but this was my first experience as a teacher after graduating from college. And I got this experience through the JET program. Okay, next, I'm going to show you this little picture. So this is a picture. Do you see it? This is a picture of me and my triathlon relay team. So I'm an athlete, and in particular on my relay team, I'm a cyclist. And so we did multiple Ironman, Iron Women races. And so this is a third place finish. And I wanted to show this to you because this shows that one of the major things that I do for mental health, for my well-being, for mindfulness, I guess, is exercise and move my body. So I consider myself an athlete, both as a cyclist as well as a runner, a long distance runner. And last but not least, this is a watercolor painting that my mom did of the market in Boston, Federal Market. And my mom is a professional watercolorist and one of the most creative people I know. And so you can see my back here in the background. This is a photograph she took. And so she painted this when we came to visit and prior to when I lived here in Massachusetts. And so I bring it with me, or I brought it with me to Massachusetts because it reminds me of traveling with my mother and sort of the creative resources that she gave me growing up. I too like to paint, but as you can probably guess, I also love writing. And last but not least, this is a very, very small picture of a very large bookshelf. But I just wanted to show you the books that I've been drawing from recently. They're sitting next to my chair. And sort of the different sort of texts that I enjoy. So you'll see, as I mentioned in another video, that I have a lot of feminist theory. I have a lot of rhetorical theory from Hannah Arendt to classics like Bourdieu and Kenneth Burke. And where's Aristotle? Aristotle should be somewhere. Oh yes, here's one Aristotle. He's kind of sprinkled in here. And then I also have research pertaining specifically to my research in global language practices and linguistic diversity. So Omiyan Winant's racial formation in the United States, which very much ties into how people write and are written. Let's see, Alt Dis talks about different discourses and power and how we write back to power from different identities. We've got some Judith Butler, let's see, and some of my favorite sort of creative nonfiction pieces in poetry. So I have, I'll move my camera. I have Night Sky with Exit Wounds from Ocean Vuong. Annie Lamott, Bird by Bird. She inspires me as a writer. And you'll see Persepolis, The Handmaid's Tale, A Small Place, and Zami, A New Spelling My Name by Audre Lorde over here as well. So these are books that I've been working with, at least here in the office. So I have books everywhere, but these ones I have next to me right now.